Who doesn't love a good cheat meal, right? If you are anything like me, I literally cannot go a week without my cheat meal. I look forward to my cheat meal all week, and it is like the highlight of both my week and my girlfriend's. We talk about it all week, we plan it out, we change our mind 100 times, but it's a very enjoyable night for both of us. We love it. However, on the other hand, a lot of people do not like having a cheat meal because they feel it increases their cravings, or it sets them back, or there's just a lot of confusion on whether you need a cheat meal or whether or not a cheat meal is actually even beneficial to you. In this video, I'm going to explain why I think it is best for you to have a cheat meal per week. I just want to enforce that it is one cheat meal, not a cheat day. Cheat meal. So I'm going to explain why a cheat meal is beneficial for multiple different reasons. I'm going to give you a few of my favorite cheat meals and tell you what you must take into consideration when having a cheat meal and why. If you are watching this video, I assume you are following a moderately strict to very strict diet already. Well, I hope you are anyway, because it's important if you want to get into very good shape. I'm also going to assume that you are on a pretty tough weight training regime, whether you are looking to drop fat or build muscle. If you are not doing any training or dieting at all, a cheat meal does not apply to you. A cheat meal only applies, or the way I see it, a cheat meal is only earned if you are following a strict diet and going through an intense weight training regime. So what a cheat meal actually is, it's a meal of your choice, something delicious, something you are craving, something you have been looking forward to all week that is not part of your scheduled day-to-day diet. A cheat meal is a meal on top of your original diet and is there as a reward for your hard work with both your dieting and training that you've done all week. I really want to emphasize the fact that you need to earn your cheat meal. You do not get a cheat meal if you cheat your diet during the week, or you don't get a cheat meal if you're missing workouts or cardio sessions. A cheat meal is there as a reward for your hard work, which I think is very important for motivation and enjoyment of life. There are several reasons why I believe a cheat meal is important, and I'm going to go over all of them for you. Even though I'm obsessed with the way I like to look, and I don't mean obsessed as in I stand in front of the mirror and think, oh my God, I'm so perfect. I mean obsessed is in the sense that my body is my career, my body is my passion. I love the process of changing my body. I love the hard work required. I love science. I love bodybuilding. I'm obsessed with fitness. That's what I mean. You can picture exactly what you want to look like, your ideal physique, and you can literally sculpt that image into reality. I find that very fascinating. So yes, I'm obsessed with, the way my body moves and appears. I believe that if you want to be the best in the world at something, or even compete with the best in the world, you have to be obsessed with what you do, or you won't enjoy the work ethic that comes with achieving it. However, on the other hand, I also, like to enjoy life. I love bad food. I love kicking back. I love putting on a movie, chilling out, watching the football, enjoying a delicious and enjoyable meal. I say this to my clients almost every day. You need to learn to see food as fuel. Food is not there for you to enjoy. Food is not there for you to make you happy. We eat the way we do for a purpose. We eat to get in shape, and we eat to perform at our best. I want my body to be operating like a machine at its peak all the time, so I can dominate not only my training and my fitness and my competition, but the rest of my life as well. That's why I do it 6 days a week and 6 meals, sometimes 8 meals a week. Then of course I add my cheat meal on top of that, because I honestly feel I deserve it. My cheat meal excites the hell out of me. I love it, I enjoy it, and it's my only form of enjoyment through food. If you are doing what I do, and you do diet hard, and you do train hard, and you're consistent, and you work your butt off to get into shape, then you deserve a cheat meal as well. It's a reward for your week's work, and you deserve to kick back one night a week and indulge in something delicious. I mean, why wouldn't you? So that is my number one reason why I love my cheat meal, because I really do believe there is more to life than just always dieting and training. I would never expect any of my clients to eliminate bad food completely from their life altogether. Life is all about being happy, and life is all about enjoying the good things, but enjoying them in moderation. If you are eating 7 good meals a day, 6 times a week, which equals 42 good meals, you are entitled to one bad one. You deserve it. The next few reasons why I recommend having a cheat meal are a little bit more strategic, but to me they still make perfect sense. I have my cheat meal on the day that I train my weakest muscle group. Okay, usually it's legs, it always changes. 3 years ago it was legs, 2 years ago it was, back, 1 year ago it was abs. And now I have it on arms purely because I want bigger arms. Now there is a science behind this as well. If you have seen my videos, protein, carbs and fats, you will hear me say that when you consume sugary carbs or high GI carbs, it spikes the insulin hormone in your body, which opens up all your muscle cells and shuttles nutrients into those muscles or those muscle cells. So by having your cheat meal on the day you train your weakest muscle group, it releases a lot more insulin on that particular day, which means more nutrients are going to be absorbed, which is going to lead to more growth. So over the weeks and months of you consuming your cheat meal on the day you are training your weakest muscle group, you are actually going to help grow that muscle a lot faster than the others, because insulin is a hormone in the body and can be quite anabolic. Now saying this leads me on to something else which is actually very important when it comes to having your cheat meal as well. We have already established that we have earned your cheat meal through your hard week dieting and training. You're having your cheat meal on the day you train your weakest muscle group, and now your cheat meal must contain a significant amount of protein. If you're having just carbs and fats for your cheat meal, like a donut or ice cream, it's going to have no positive benefit on your body. However, if you're having protein, carbs and fats in your cheat meal, it becomes a muscle building cheat meal too. So you must have a good amount of protein in your cheat meal. Protein is the #1 macronutrient for muscle recovery, growth and repair, and by consuming a large amount of protein while spiking your insulin at the same time is going to shuttle that protein straight into your broken down muscles and help them grow much faster and recover faster. What I personally have for my cheat meal, the list goes on forever, but I'm going to give you a few of my favorites just so you have a better understanding of what you can and you can't have. A huge steak with mushroom sauce and mashed potato and chocolate for dessert. A large butter chicken with extra chicken with rice and frozen yogurt for dessert. Or 2 kebabs with a lot of sauce and Magnum ice cream. Or a burger with a lot of fries with ice cream for dessert. So any meal with a lot of meat is perfect, and then something sweet for dessert is basically what I consider to be the perfect cheat meal. I recommend to you, and for me personally, I like to keep my cheat meal somewhat professional. I don't eat like 2 whole pizzas and a liter of ice cream on my cheat meal and multiple bars of chocolate all in the same night. So I'll just have the one delicious large meal which is high in protein, and I'll have something sweet for dessert. It is very enjoyable, it's professional, and it does the job. Don't go over the top. It's not an all you can eat buffet junk buffet until you feel sick and start puking. It's a controlled, delicious, high protein meal with a nice controlled dessert. Does that make sense? All right, so the main reason I love my cheat meal is because it makes my night amazing. I have my cheat meal, have a date, and it all goes well. Cheat meal night, we stay in, enjoy it, or sometimes even go out and enjoy it and make it on a date night, so we embrace it in a way. Okay, it's so important you still find the time to enjoy life. I know we're all busy, we all have stuff on all the time, but you still need to make the effort to enjoy life. Okay, so basically 2 really good nights out of the 7 nights per week, I'll happily sacrifice my meals all day, work my butt off in the gym to look good, feel good, progress with my career, even though I'm sacrificing it all the time anyway. And that, makes me feel like life's pretty good. Life does not have to be boring. Living this kind of lifestyle, it all comes down to your perspective. It just comes down to the perspective you have on what you're doing. If you are going to whine and complain and be pessimistic that you don't like eating the same food, cardio is boring, you're not seeing results, training or whatever problem you may be having in the gym, if that's what you choose to do and you choose to focus on, you're not going to get anywhere, because you will give up because you just don't enjoy it. But if you're optimistic, you'll see it as is. I'm progressing, I'm thriving in all this hard work, I'm becoming healthy, I'm a good role model for my kids, my friends, my mates, my parents. I look amazing, I feel amazing, I look forward to my cheat meal, and I'm spending time with the people I love and still enjoying life, and that's awesome. Whatever you choose to focus on is how you are going to feel. So yes, dieting is hard, it does suck, but there are so many positives that come from it, and you will always need to focus on those positives. I hope this helps you enjoy your cheat meal, understand why you are eating your cheat meal, and realize that you are entitled to your cheat meal because you deserve a reward for all the hard work you are putting in. With great sacrifice comes great reward. I promise you, all the hard work will be worth it.